Hello, Scorpios. Welcome. My name is Patty, and I am your intuitive tarot reader. That is going to do your divine intuitive tarot today, along with astrology and numerology. Now, if you're asking the higher powers of B up in the sky or wherever you want to say they are, these will help you with your answers, guidance, struggles. You know, if you're at rock bottom, those kind of things, this is the type of tarot that this is. I hope that it resonates with you and you get the answers you need. So let's get started. This is going to be for the 31st through the 4th. Through the 4th? Yeah. 31st through the 6th. Through the 4th. 6th. I can't even think today. Oh my goodness. It's been a crazy day. So this is, yeah, so that. So also too, guys, this is a time where we're in retrogrades. 3 retrogrades. We've got the Saturn, Mercury, and the Pluto. So there's lots of distraction energies. Just a bunch of kerfuffle going on, kind of a thing. And that is, sorry, I thought I turned my phone off. I apologize. That sorry, somebody posted something funny. That this is just a time of really confusion. So if you're having problems with communication, problems with what else? Communication, maybe your work, maybe relationships, like things are sort of cloudy, you're feeling a little hazy in the mindset there. That is a lot of the retrogrades going on. But a lot of people are feeling more lethargic than anything. So just know that that's your planets doing a lot of funny stuff up there right now. There's a lot going on because we just got done with a full moon retrogrades and a lunar eclipse, a super moon, blood moon, all that kind of stuff. So very interesting. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and look up the full moon for May and watch that. But if you don't want to watch the full moon, just watch the retrogrades because that'll help you out a lot for the next couple of months because the retrogrades are here until October, guys. This is going to be crazy. Mercury is hanging around. And if anybody knows about retrogrades, we know about those retrogrades. So, see, I can't even articulate myself today. What is the deal, right? So anyway, our first card out is going to be divine. Second is going to be the current energies. And the third is our future energies. For the future energies is I look at them as the planets. So totally right on spot, let me tell you. So divine is talking to you guys, Scorpios, about partnerships. This may be something new, a new partnership. This could be a relationship. It could be actually a work partnership. It could be a project partnership. It could be just friends, a new friendship. However, it's new because it's a little bit unstable. It's the number 5 in numerology, meaning 5 is just, it's not stable quite yet. It's sort of like in the novice stage, or it's on shaky ground. So if you're having a little bit of hard time communicating, maybe there's some trouble there, this is about your partnership, and maybe to really pay attention to this. Divine really sure knows what he's talking about because the current energies for your week, Scorpios, is feelings and emotions, the number 10. So we jumped from 5 to number 10. Now these two cards work together because your current energies is about controlling your feelings and emotions. A lot of us can't. A lot of us just hold our feelings and emotions on our sleeve, okay? And the thing is with that, we really need to work on that because definitely with the Mercury planet is in the retrograde is about communication and being misunderstood, a lot of misunderstandings. And the watery fairy is the number 10. So ending and beginning, death and rebirth. That's the Saturn energy. Saturn about his death and rebirth, death and rebirth. So we need to figure something out. What is wrong with this partnership? What is going on with this partnership? And how can I better this partnership? Now, this could be even a supernatural partnership. And they're like, what the heck is that? That could mean that your partnership between you and divine, you and God. How to strengthen that, make that more understanding, more that you understand, and not really go by your feelings and emotions so much. Because when our feelings and emotions get involved, future energy, a lot of fear. So we don't do a lot of things and we limit ourselves to fear. Okay. And this is 8, 12. That's the number 3 in numerology. And we have to acknowledge what we're fearful in. This is also a distraction or a disruption. We just did Cancers, and theirs was a lot of disruption. This is just the retrograde. However, this is limiting. This is limiting. This is all limiting. Your feelings and emotions are limiting. And that has to do with a partnership. We're always working with someone or some buddies, so anything we do has to have another person involved or someone of the supernatural involved. I say that because these are ancestors that have passed on, and they could be holding us hostage even after they've passed on. Okay. And that partnership was if it's something more traumatic or something they did to us and then we became the victim, say like in my case, sexual abuse. I was sexually abused, but if that person is dead and gone, I'm still holding on to that, and that's still fear, even as an adult. Okay. I need to be letting go of that. That was a child that happened to. I'm no longer that child. I have to learn how to grow that child up and be an adult and not be fearful of maybe, because it was sexual abuse, a sexual relationship. So, and that's the thing, is that we let our feelings and emotions control us and keep us stuck and grounded. Boy, that seems to be a lot for to be for you guys, for your water signs this week. All right. I'm trying to think how many people that I've done that for, but it's pretty much the water signs. So fear, don't let it hold you back. You have to acknowledge it. It's the number 3. Okay. So let's see what it is that's going on here. I feel that there's like a dysfunction between someone, and it's like somebody wants to say something, but they're fearful to say it. Hey, Mama. Yes, I do. If it's in relation to what we're talking about, I'll answer it right away. If not, I'll answer it at the end. Okay? But I feel like somebody wants to share something, but they're too fearful to say it because they're afraid of what the other person's going to think. Here's the thing about that, guys, though. If you are really wanting to say something, you need to be your authentic self and say it. If it's in love and not destruction. If it's in a high vibration and not a low vibration, because we don't want to say anything that's going to do anything in a low vibration. We want to be speaking in love. Okay, big time in love. But if you're afraid to share or say something to somebody, then you have to ask yourself why. Why are you afraid to share it? Now, if that person is going to get angry or mad or whatever, maybe that person's not supposed to be in your life. However, if you're fearful because of your insecurities, this is the fear that you need to work through and get over. This is a Saturn-Mercury energy. Okay, this is a Saturn-Mercury energy. Okay, sure, I'll do that at the end. This is the thing, is that this is a fear. So you shouldn't be fearful, especially if you're in a partnership as an intimate or marriage or getting ready to get married. You should not be fearful in anything. You should be very vulnerable, very much sharing your feelings and your emotions with that person. All right. All right. Are these upside down or upside right? I had the cards upside down last reading and I had to flip them around all the time. So I want to make sure they're upright. Okay. So with this here, somebody somebody in their past definitely was not balanced in their spending. This could be, if you're a young adult, maybe you started out watching your parents or whoever raised you, how they spent their money is how you just sort of followed suit. You're the sponge. You watch and see how somebody else does it and you do it. It's just the way that it happens because that's how we're trained. However, somebody learned about money incorrectly, and so it's now become a burden for somebody because it's a challenge to be able to manage your money. Okay. And so you're a little bit confused on that. For some, this is not for everybody. This is for general. Somebody out there has had a really hard time. Somebody was enabled so much, like they were spoiled, and then they were given all kinds of stuff. And then as they got a little bit older, they were cut off. And that cut off really was like threw them for a freaking loop. It's like, what do I do now? I'm so used to them giving me money. Now I don't have any money. Now what am I going to do? And they didn't teach them about money. So this is a really hard thing. This is about your future. This is about learning your balance. This is about your newness and your feelings actually about money. Okay, this is about your future. This is the only pentacle I see out of this here, but this is more your past card. I don't want to stay focused on that. We want to focus in on moving forward in the future and understanding how we are going to handle that in our future. But don't be fearful of money. Okay, so if you're struggling with money at all, best thing to do is to buy out of needs, not wants. I'll tell you, when I went from homeless to a business owner in 1 year, it was all about buying needs only, never buying wants. That had to come later. But because I needed to get through this process, and I'll tell you right now, being homeless at that point in time in my life, it was basically because of my poor choices, my poor decisions. You have to own it. You have to own what you're doing with your money. You have to own what you're doing with your finances. And you have to, when you speak it, you own it. So yes, it was my fault that I ended up being homeless. And who did it affect? It affected me and the people around me and my child. Okay, my child was very much taken care of, and I was only homeless for a couple of months. However, my thought process had to change about money and what I was doing and how I was making my life go forward. Okay, this was a long time ago, but that was definitely a wake up moment. Divine said, is this what you want? Is this really working for you? Okay, then you need to change. I'm not changing because you need to change. Okay, so that's another thing there. Okay. Also, we have to look at what we're talking about in our. We've got a nine of cups. We've got a lot of upside down ones, reverse ones. The 9 of cups is, they call that the wish card. I call it the blessing rewards card. This is something that you really, 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 really want. This is something that you really need to ask yourself and be honest about what you want. Somebody doesn't even know what they want. Somebody is really confused at what they want. Okay, so this is a time, especially with the planets, this is a very internal time with these retrogrades, the 3 retrogrades, to really be asking what you want, what you desire, where you want to go, because you're holding yourself up out of fear. Okay, you're holding yourself up out of fear. You're limiting yourself. You're limiting this to come in. You're limiting this reward to come in. You're limiting this because when you get stuck, nothing can move forward, nothing can move backwards. So how are you going to get abundance when nothing is moving? It's like you're stuck. This partnership or whatever you've got with another person is stuck. And it's based on controlling your feelings and your emotions. Because a lot of the times when we get in arguments, thank you. So when we get in arguments, we let our feelings and emotions come out when we actually should be controlling them. Because we get in the heat of the moment. And then later we're really sad because we said stuff we shouldn't have said. And then we're fearful because, man, did I screw things up? You know, is he going to leave me? Is she going to leave me? You know, what did I do? You know, and then fear sets in. Rather than paying attention to mind your emotions and feelings, have the wisdom to zip your lip for just a minute. Just take a minute and zip that lip. Because you know what? That'll save you a lot of problems in the future. because we are definitely looking in the future. Okay. And here's the thing. This could be, this is a future energy as well. This future card, where you're going and where you want to be in the future, you have to release the fear, but also too, you have to know where you want to go. A lot of people just say, well, I just want to enjoy life. Well, how are you going to enjoy life? That means that's very vague. Well, I want to enjoy life by traveling around the world. I want to enjoy life by visiting all the parks in the United States. I want to enjoy life watching my children grow up. I want to enjoy life, whatever it is. Okay? That is stating a fact of what you want to do. And the reason why I say a fact, because with Saturn, Mercury, and Pluto, there is an element of illusion versus fact. Okay. And this element of illusion versus fact is you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be 100% honest. Now, you hear a lot of people hear me talk about absolute truth, absolute honesty. Absolute is divine. That's second generation. Okay. That is what is set in stone by your higher power. Okay. That is what God's truth is. If I were to say, oh, go by earthly truth, that's like a fart in the wind. Truth can go all over the place. It can be anything because it's based on somebody's opinion, or it's based on somebody's experience, or based on, whatever. It can be based on science, but science is still worldly. Okay. So you want absolute truth. That is your wisdom. That's your emperor. Okay. But he's got a partnership here. But the partnership is either unstable or new. So in this, if it's a new partnership, then this has to be something you have to not walk on eggshells, but you have to understand their perspective. I feel like I'm repeating from Cancer, but you have to understand their perspective. This will help your communication. Definitely. It's new. This is definitely a new relationship. Woohoo! I love new energies, because when we have an ace, that is usually a new energy. Okay. But here is the thing. With a new energy, we have the choice to allow that energy in. Now, with the Ace of Cups, that's love, peace, joy. That's second dimensional. That is about love, compassion, joy, giving, receiving, caring, and all that kind of stuff. It's what you cannot see. It's not tangible. It's what you cannot see. So this partnership is of the heart, something that you can't see, second dimensional. Okay. So this is a new, fresh start. And the reason why is that it's a new, fresh start. It's an ace. Now, here's the clincher, because we have 3 retrogrades going on. Are you going to allow this new, fresh start? I love this, Divine. I love this. Thank you for sharing this. Are you going to allow this new, fresh start with some new, fresh feelings and emotions? A newness? Because the old way doesn't work anymore, by the way. Or are you going to take this ace? Because this ace could be something. This ace is all based on your choice and your decision. The ace is new. But you could actually take it and reverse it and go back to your old ways, even though there's a new offering in it and it's a partnership. You have a choice to move forward in love and joy and peace, or you can mess it up and go to the past and go back to the way things were dysfunctional in your mindset. And what I mean by that, for some of you, you're carrying your past with you. So you're comparing this new partner with a past partner. Okay. And that ain't going to work. It's not going to last. Now, this partnership could be, for me, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur. So that could be, okay, I've got a new business venture. I'm going to bring, in my old business, I'm going to, we did this in my old business, or in my other business, we did this, and then it's not going to work, because the old ways don't work anymore. Even with the reset of the world and the planets and everything that is going on, it doesn't work. So my thought to you is, which way do you want it to go? I personally, I would want to go with love and joy and keep moving forward, not look backwards. It's like, you know what? You're gone. Bye. See you later. Wouldn't want to be you. That kind of a thing. So beautiful, beautiful offering. And this is, again, for your future. Now, fear again steps in the future. You got to face your fears, guys. These are your feelings and emotions overriding you. You're not controlling your feelings and emotions. You're letting those override you. Okay? Don't let them override you. Control them. Because when you control them, you see the beauty. Oh my gosh. I wish I could sit here with you guys for hours, because I could tell you a situation here not too long, a couple months ago, where I'm a Virgo. I'm stubborn. I want to say my opinion. I want to get it out there. However, I've had to learn to zip it. And it's really hard, but I've zipped it really, really hard for a couple months. And the beauty that is blossoming out of that, I'm just telling you from my experience, rewards and blessings are coming. And I feel it and I see it, not only because I'm an empath and an intuitive. I see the divine working, not only in this partnership for me, even though I am not a Scorpio. This is an experience. I am transparent with you guys right at this moment. I see this beautiful thing transforming, and I see the vision of the future for that. So again, but I've had to keep my emotions and my feelings under control. I'm not pushing them down. I'm controlling them for the right moment. Beautiful. And I'm just telling you from experience, because I used to be very worldly. I used to tell you whatever. And as we get older, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, thank you. I don't know who this is for, but somebody's got an elder in their life right now that doesn't control their feelings and their emotions. I don't know who this is for, but this is just so you can understand them. Divine is saying, share this. This elder person, you know, they'll say things that just come right out, and they're sort of like, Grandma or Grandpa, you shouldn't be saying that. That's not appropriate to say that. Well, I can say whatever I want because I'm older. I've earned it. So that attitude coming out, that I'll tell you right now is fear. Divine is saying they are scared. They're saying that because they're angry that probably they're getting older. They're on the downslide of life. They're scared. They don't want to, you know, be alone, whoever that is. So their feelings and their emotions are coming out. I don't know who that's for. Just understand that they're scared. And that's where it's coming from. Even if they're angry, if they've all of a sudden got angry all of a sudden, this could be for anybody. They start getting angry. Anger is a action of fear. All right. So there is something beautiful coming if you really maintain your feelings and emotions. All right. So let me see if there's what else is up here. Oh my gosh, 23 minutes. Where does this time go? You know, I asked Divine, I said, hey, you know, can we please do these back to like 15 minutes? And, you know, I keep asking him and he's just like, no. I'm like, okay. So this is not me. This is for somebody. I'm the conduit, okay? I'm just the conduit. So, okay, thank you. So he's just basically saying we have the Queen of Cups right now, and we need to pay attention to the Queen of Cups, which is our intuition. Please, when you come to your partnership or whatever this is, when it comes to your fear and emotions, you will know, zip it. Pick your battles. Don't say that. Don't do that. And allow that to come through, because that's Divine talking to you, trying to have a relationship with you so that you can trust him. He's trying to grow something. And that these last 2 months, he'd say, zip it. I'm like, and he'd say, no, zip it. And I'd zip it. And I was like, so excited because he was so right. It all came together just beautifully. Anyway, All right, so let's do really quick before we have to go, because I know this is long. I'm going to do your health and your love relationships and your love and relationships. But I want to see if there's, I don't see any love in this reading, so I want to do a little bit of love in here. And then, Mama, are you still there? Because if you are, I'll pick 3 cards for you. And this would be the time if anybody was still on to have a question that they can ask that, and I definitely will answer it here shortly after this so that other people can go. All right. So on our health and our love. Woo! I think this is in relation to this partnership when it comes to love here. We've got the 7 of Pentacles again. 7 of Pentacles, this is about, we're still in the area of our lower back and our joints still having problems. This is also because of the planets and the full moon that we had. So if you're feeling, I feel like somebody's stiff. Somebody needs to get moving. Somebody needs to, this was in one of the other readings too, that movement is really, really important. And the reason why you're stiff or you're achy is that, one, you're not drinking enough water. Okay. And the Pentacles, and it, you might not have, somebody might not have the money to do a lot of exercise, like join a gym or anything like that. That's okay. Because the thing about your body is you can just move. I'll tell you what, with my knee replacement, I'm supposed to go to PT 2-3 times a week. Okay. Usually 3 times, but I'm going 2 times. But I walk around my house. It looks ridiculous, but I walk around my house doing leg lifts. I'm walking side by side like a crab. I'm moving. All it is saying is to move. If your joints or if you're feeling achy, this is to move. What it's telling me is that lactic acid. Get the lactic acid. I keep hearing, get the lactic acid out, which means when your muscles are sore, that's what's making them sore. I'm not going to get into health coaching right now, but your lactic acid is building up. So how to release that is to move, walk, exercise, just move. It doesn't matter. If you're sitting down, move your arms, whatever it is. Just get moving, because that's going to lube your joints. The only other thing for your health is somebody definitely isn't drinking water. If you don't like water, add lemon juice to it, or a lemon or a lime or something. But water, you should be drinking 1/2 gallon of water a day. Okay, I'm not going to get into health nutrition. You can go on to my website, Get Balanced 2020, if you want to get into nutrition and fitness, nutrition stuff. I can definitely help you with that. Okay, so the love and relationships, we have judgment. Okay, this is a choice thing. Okay, this is a choice, you guys. Judgment is the number 20, which is the number 2. Again, it's about a partnership. It is about bringing things together. I don't see anything else down there. But this is about a partnership, either bringing it together or separating. Okay, now this is love and relationships. Now this could be lovers. This could be a marriage. This could be just dating. Now this is a choice. And what Divine is telling me right at this moment, love is a choice. He is saying love is a choice. Choose love. And you can either choose to love a person or choose not to love a person. You can choose to fall in love with a person, or you can choose not to fall in love with the person. They're saying, Pat, you're nuts. No, this is fact. You can. It's a choice. You can actually hate a person, or you have the choice to hate a person or not hate a person. You have a choice to get angry. You have a choice not to get angry. So this is a judgment. Judgment being you have a spiritual choice or an earthly choice. You can say, nah, she's full of shit, and you know what? I'll do whatever I want. That's your head thinking. Your heart is what you need to reach to. Your soul. Let me tell you, when you really, it's amazing when you actually can feel your soul and look into it. It is an amazing feeling, because it definitely is not what your head is thinking. I did that the very first time I reached, and I had to really focus and concentrate on really asking my soul how it felt. I could feel it bawling. It was crying. And I was like, what the heck? Why? why is it crying? But my head was like, yeah, what? Because our head and they're connected, but this is where it starts. So judgment is, which way are you going to go? Are you going to choose to love that person, or are you going to choose to fall out of love with that person? Are you going to choose to communicate with that person, or are you going to not communicate with that person? Okay. And, or are you going to hate that person by choice, or are you going to try to figure it out to why you hate them and bring it together? Because this is the number 2, guys. Number 2, bringing it together for harmony and peace, or you're exploding it apart. This is a choice for love and relationships this week. All right. So Mama didn't answer, so I guess she's gone. So I definitely thank you guys for your readings. Now, don't forget that there are Monday through Friday 1-minute daily readings, and I hope you enjoy those. And I hope they're a lot of fun for you. They are inspirational. I do pray before I pull my cards, so these are divine choices of what inspiration for that day he's going to bring you. So I hope you have fun with that. And you're very, very welcome, Kay and Simbit. Thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy those. Otherwise, we will see you on the next reading on the 7th. Wow, we're already in June, guys. It's amazing. And don't forget to walk in absolute love and absolute truth. All right, take care.